Yes, here we are, Papa Patron, aka the Moby Mogul, and I am here with
Fat Daddy, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast.
You already know.
Crown.
We go from the block to the ballroom with reaction to the social issues of today.
That's right.
In today's episode, we'll be talking about
a Florida woman who lost her life to the hands of her younger brother over Christmas gifts.
crazy
Christmas gifts. The man killed his sister.
and wounded his brother.
We're gonna go into it and
Check it out.
23-year-old mother of two is dead after being shot by her own brother on Christmas Eve. Abrielle Baldwin was trying to break up an argument between her siblings when one of them pulled out a gun. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank reports on what has the sheriff furious and the changes he is now calling for.
Photos Abrielle Baldwin posted to social media show her filled with joy.
She's just a woman going about life, doing her thing with her two kids, trying to make a living, trying to make it.
On Christmas Eve, while at her grandmother's home on 22nd Avenue in Largo, she'd had enough of her brothers bickering. DeMarcus and Darcus began pulling guns on one another.
Abrielle told DeMarcus, quote, "You all need to leave that stuff alone. Why are you trying to start it? It's Christmas."
They both had been fighting over Christmas presents, with the 15-year-old Darcus jealous that their mom had spent more on gifts for 14-year-old DeMarcus. After Abrielle stepped in, DeMarcus pulled a gun and fired, killing her and sending her son and his nephew, an 11-month-old, falling to the ground. Then, Darcus pulled his own gun and shot DeMarcus, leaving him badly injured.
This proliferation of guns on the streets and guns in this area and guns in the hands of these kids is the worst I've ever seen.
It is, man.
I don't think we've ever seen it this bad.
The sheriff says the area around 22nd Avenue in Largo has been subject to extra patrols lately, with 13 gun-related incidents since September.
It's crazy, bro. I don't think these children understand the impact of gun violence. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't think they understand the concept of life, the quality of life.
You killed your sister, who had two kids, which are your nieces and nephews, right? They have no mother anymore. You don't have a sister. You're going to jail. You shot your brother. He's wounded. He's going to jail as well. Where does that leave your mom, who tried to buy gifts for her kids and give you a good Christmas, and look what happens? You understand what I'm saying?
So this is about to be one of the most traumatic days of her life.
That's so sad, man. That beautiful 23-year-old mother lost her life, and she was trying to calm you guys down. You know what I'm saying? Trying to calm them down and talk some sense into them. And it's just kids with guns. Now, you going to sit in jail and you going to wish you hadn't made that move when you could have thought about that before. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
But he's 14, 15-year-old.
What the
how much?
fuck? Where's the father? Yeah. This is, oh man, this is so sad, man. You don't see no other people doing this to each other, bro.
I agree.
Over a holiday that's not even meant for you.
Watch it.
He says his office has gotten reports of 17 guns stolen from unlocked cars. He suspects the guns used in this shooting were obtained that way.
And people can't leave their car doors unlocked and leave their guns in their cars. It's got to stop.
Further, the sheriff says both juveniles have been let off the hook too easily by the juvenile justice system, particularly DeMarcus, who has a history of violence against school staff and law enforcement. The sheriff is calling for tougher laws.
They are not getting the consequences that they should get that keep them from doing it again and again and again.
Abrielle was only 23, and now her kids, an 11-month-old and a 6-year-old, will have to grow up without her. Evan Axelbank, Fox 13 News.
DeMarcus has been charged with first-degree murder for shooting his sister. He's in the hospital and expected to recover. Darcus is charged with attempted first-degree murder and is in a mental health treatment facility.
They're gonna rock both of y'all in Florida. They get rocked, bro.
I mean, truth be told, they need some type of consequences. A lot of these children, once again, don't respect the quality and concept of life and feel like it's so disposable when it's not.
It's not.
You know, like...
Now you gotta live with the fact that you killed your older sister, man. And with her baby in her hand. You know what, man? You play silly games, you win silly prizes, man. I'm sorry that this happened, but you get everything you deserve, man. I don't have no sympathy for you. No empathy, no sympathy, none of that shit.
Yeah.
This kid gotta grow. These children gotta grow up without a fucking
A mother.
a mother, cause you jealous about the
Christmas
gifts you
gifts.
got on Christmas. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, man? Damn.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah. Rest in peace, young lady. You know,
My condolences to you and your
I
family.
pray for your children and your mom, but them two little assholes, man, fuck them. That's all I got to say. It might be a little rough, but that's crazy, man.
You
That's
know what?
crazy.
I agree. I agree with that concept that it might be a little rough to say because, I mean, like, you asked a very important question, which was, where's the father?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, especially young men, don't know how to deal with their emotions. You know, and they respond to, I mean, you already know what it's like when a man is raised predominantly by a woman.
Yeah.
You know, jealousy and envy, those things seep through easily.
Yo, bro,
And
these kids were arguing over Christmas.
Christmas gifts, I understand.
And
I understand. I understand.
wow, that's
You know,
sad. That's
It is sad. It's sad, you know, that something so trivial
Yeah.
can cause such a dynamic breakup of a family. You know, but once again, we have to be taught that life is precious, that you are worth more than the value of what was purchased for you on one day of the year.
That's right.
You know, and the thing is, we don't know how to express that as a community because we don't tell our children on a consistent basis we love you. We don't celebrate our children every day.
I make sure I do.
You know,
I
there's
make
few
sure I do.
exceptions.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of us don't make that part of our culture. You know, and that's the sad part about this situation.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like if we all have a deeper level of understanding, that is what will allow us to come up with a solution. You know, when we become emotional, not saying that you are emotional in this sense, but, you know, just speaking in general, you know, when we become emotional, we lose sight of what can be done to prevent this from happening again.
That's
because-
always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's important for us to always understand that we have to move past that.
And that's a prime example. He was emotional and he committed that heinous crime, and now the emotions are settled down, but now you gotta pay the consequences. You understand what I'm saying?
But is he to say that he's going to learn the lesson of his actions?
I mean, you gotta go the rest of your life knowing that you killed your sister.
That doesn't mean you've learned your lesson.
If you don't learn your lesson behind that, man, you just an animal. I'm sorry. You killed your sister, bro. You killed your niece and nephew's mother. You killed your mother's daughter over Christmas gifts. If you don't learn from that, man, you get everything you deserve, bro. Yeah, so, man, moving on.
Okay.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Some people just can't be helped, man. I'm starting to realize that, bro. Some people just can't be helped, man. It's the truth could be right there in your face, and some people just they don't want to see the truth, you know. And we were like that when we were kids. I'm not gonna lie, but not to that extent. You understand what I'm saying? When I was a kid, we were trying to get money. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, we were running around a little reckless, but we had respect for, you know what I'm saying, our elders. These kids nowadays, bro. Yeah, I got off my elevator yesterday after work. There was like 15 kids in the hallway smoking weed on my floor. So I step over the elevator. I look to make sure I'm on the right floor, and they got offended. Like, I didn't say anything to you, but I'm looking to see if I'm on the right floor. And you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get offended, like, man. You know, when I was a kid, if that happened, an older person walks up the elevator, if anything, you try to hide what you, excuse me, sir, pardon us. You understand what I'm saying? And the man will go about our day. But these kids nowadays, man, I don't know, man. Do you think there's any hope for us, man?
I believe so. I believe so.
But it has to start with us.
This is what we doing.
This is what we trying to do. We trying to
We
reach
ain't trying. We
little
doing it,
ignorant
bro. We
motherfuckers.
chopping out these episodes. You know what I'm saying? We outside. Trust me. You know, Penthouse coming soon. But like, we outside trying to promote a positive, constructive
Trying to save
message.
these kids and these babies and in our communities, man, which is so important. You know, I saw a clip the other day. Jadakiss' mother was 50 Cent was in Yonkers, right? And Jadakiss' mother pulled up on him because he was promoting his liquor or whatever. And Jadakiss, you know, was like, yeah, you know, thanks for Fifth. You know, he posted on Instagram, thanks you for Fifth for showing my mother love and all that. Everybody was, you know, yo, that's what's up. And I was like, yo, that's what he's supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if I got a problem. That's your mother.
Let me tell you something. Business ain't got nothing to do with personal.
Yeah.
And most people don't know how to distinguish the difference.
Our communities need to be a little bit more
Seriously.
understanding with each other, man. Yeah, man, but you know, it's I'm starting to feel like there's no hope, man.
I understand that. And the darkest hour is when the light shine the brightest.
And higher power, like we need it. We need it all. Our community is suffering.
We have to realize that we are our
babies
higher
are
power.
suffering. Yeah, our
We
babies
are
are
higher
suffering.
power.
Our community,
Yeah.
our education is just 100, 200 years from now. Like, where are we gonna be on the totem pole of life? That's what you have to ask yourself. Remember, we just were talking 200 years ago. People lived full lives, and you never remember them. With everything stacked against us, from education to the food that they're feeding us, to the water.
They put fluoride in our water.
They put fluoride in your water, in your toothpaste to
Sterilize
dull
you,
your
mess
brain.
you up.
And they're getting away with this. Wendy's got burgers for 1 penny. Where do you think they're getting this meat from? Like we have to wake up, man. I'm pleading with you, man. I know I'm normally cocky, but it's to the point where I'm pleading with, like, we have to do something, man. This is out of control and it's sad, and we got to think about our kids and our future.
I'm not, you know, taking shots. I'm asking.
Yeah.
So, enlighten our audience. What steps, what preemptive measures are you taking to better yourself and the community collectively?
Well, I'm trying to. We started the app, the Moby Market app. You know what I'm saying? Black business. I try to support black businesses. I've always said on this platform, if you have a black business and you want to promote it, this is what we can do. I'm not the savior, but I'm trying to play my part to promote black businesses, promote community. You understand what I'm saying? Education. You know, and then somebody else, if you have an idea, let us know. We don't mind sharing it. You understand what I'm saying? Look at you. You app developer, business owner, you employ black people. You understand what I'm saying? You're playing your part. Everybody has to play a part. No matter how big or significant you think it is.
I was having a conversation with myself this morning. I do that. You know,
Me
and
too.
I was like, what do you get out of seeing someone else win?
I love it.
And I said to myself,
Love
but
it.
I said, but no, okay, you love it, but what do you gain from it? You see what I'm saying?
I know that it can be done.
Exactly.
It can be done.
As long as I know one person has done it, that's all I need to
can
know.
be done.
Like, I don't care if I know one person did it succeed. I know I can do it, succeed, and improve upon it.
That's
I don't
right.
care about nothing no one else is saying.
That's
You
right.
feel me? And this is why you my nigga. I fucks with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we here.
Yeah.
And that's the most important. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to go through shit and take away a
You're
lesson.
damn right.
And this is why
everything is a fucking lesson.
Everything.
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 Yo, I tell my son this, I tell some of my older friends, I don't have to tell you that because you already know. But you're going to repeat the same lesson over and over and over and over until you learn from that lesson. You understand what I'm saying? Prime example, I could be dating a stripper, right? And giving her my money and she's just breaking my heart and she leaves me, I take her back and this goes on for years. I'm not learning the lesson, so I'm going to keep going through that learning process. Once I learn it, she ain't for me. Now I know what to look for. Make sense? So that's with every aspect of life. You're gonna learn. You're gonna bump your head and keep bumping your head until you learn. How many times we have to bump our head, man? Right?
I mean, he said it the best.
But I know I got off topic a little bit. To answer your question, that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to raise a mentally stable child, so he won't grow up to be in these streets killing your children or vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Passing on poison.
Yeah. So it's just any little thing you can do. You know, you could tell somebody good morning. I see homeless people. How are you? How's your day today? You know, you never know what you can say that'll change somebody's whole mind frame. Just be positive, man. Project positivity, because at the end of the day, karma is real.
Yes, it is.
Push out negative karma, you're gonna get negative shit back. You push out good karma, good energy, it's gonna come back to you.
Emotion.
Yeah.
There's nothing more than energy and motion.
Yeah.
You understand me? So
Yeah.
basically, whatever you pushing out, that shit builds up momentum. It travels. And the thing is, we live in a a spirit world.
Yeah.
So it's gonna come back.
Yeah.
You know, so it's always
It took
wise.
me a long time to learn that, King.
Man, listen.
It took me a long, and you know, I have no problem with letting, opening up my door and letting you guys into my little life or whatever. But when I was younger, I was a manipulator. I used to, sleep with married women and all kind of women with girls, and then I wanted to get into a relationship and they would never work out. And I would understand, why? What's the problem? You know what it was? I was getting my karma back from the karma that I put out in the world. So you might.
Let me ask you a question. When you was with these women, were you good to them?
No, because
Okay, then there's
I wanted what I wanted, because I knew you're not good to your man. So why would I be good to you? You understand what I'm saying? I knew what I wanted
So
from
you
you.
ain't finesse them to get the drugs?
Not really, not really. Not really. But I knew it was wrong. I knew what I was doing was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And when the smoke cleared, and I wasn't living that life anymore, because I was very young. I wasn't living that life anymore. And I wanted, to have me a nice, decent life and relationship. I would go through the things I was putting them through. I didn't realize that. But it's gonna come back to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's why we put out this good energy.
In some way, form, or fashion.
Yeah, some way, form, or fashion, it will come back. Because like I said, it's a learning lesson. So,
So do you think if you caught the lesson before the karma come back to you, you'll miss the penalty?
No, you're gonna get penalized regardless. That's like, let's say for instance,
Because listen, karma is basically what you've done to someone else coming back to you, right?
yes,
But
the
you
energy
learned the
put out.
lesson. So now if you're a boxer, boom, 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 right? And now you've learned the lesson. Now when you in the ring, before that karma come back to you, you weave it.
You learn.
Boom. So this is what I'm trying to say. Even though do you think that karma can miss you after before, do you think it can hit you or miss you before you learn the lesson? Even though you learned the lesson, can it still hit you?
Yes. Yeah, it can. It can. But the difference is you'll know
Why?
why. You understand what I'm saying?
I give you that.
You know why.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, why is this happening to me? Why? You know why it's happening to you. You understand? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why it's happening. We sometimes we choose to not want to acknowledge it, but you know why it's happening, bro. You know why it's happening. So. Yes. Welcome back to the podcast, Two Kings, One Crown. We back, right? And we wanna highlight some positivity on the show, which we always do. But I wanna shout out Mike Epps and Javante Davis. I don't know if you guys been watching, but Mike Epps brought every house on his childhood block and renovated the houses for affordable housing for people in his community. And Javante Davis did the same thing. You said he spent what, 30?
I don't know, but I heard he made $30 million off the fight, plus he won, so he made additional money.
Yeah.
But what he did was he turned around and opened up a corporation, and he bought up some homes in his Baltimore neighborhood.
That's fucking beautiful.
And this is the thing that the message I was trying to communicate to you guys earlier. It doesn't take much.
No.
It's little things like this. So if you look at what Mike Epps did, let's say Mike Epps has 10 homes.
Yeah.
Just being minimal, being modest. 10 homes. Mm-hmm. That's 10 families.
Yeah.
Give it maybe 12, 13 families that's moving in. That's a community.
That's a community.
The only thing you need is 3 different types of businesses, 4 black-owned businesses, and now you have a community.
That's right. And the thing about it is, bro, Mike Epps is a comedian. His money long. His money ain't long, but his money long. Javante Davis is a boxer. He did the same thing. Bought all these houses in his community. Where the fucking rappers at? Where these rappers at? Huh?
Where these other actors at that been getting, $3-4 million deals?
Yo, bro,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. The point that we need to impress upon you people is that it doesn't take much.
It doesn't, man.
It doesn't take a whole waterfall to feed a village. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of groundwater.
That's it.
And this is what Mike Epps and what's his name? Javante Davis, is doing. They giving
we
his
salute
people
you, man.
groundwater.
Two Kings, One Crown. We salute you guys for that, man. And hopefully, in the future, if I get in that position, I'm doing the same thing. I'm following suit, big dogs, because that's big, man.
He might buy the next 10 homes next to Mike Epps' homes, and that way now we officially expanded the community.
Yeah.
It's not impossible for us to bring back another Black Wall Street.
And it doesn't have to be 10 homes. Like, I know some guys, it's like 10 guys. They all chipped in and brought one house, right? And they opened a realty company. They brought one house. That's just one house to start. One house, then you could get 2 houses. Then you get 3 houses. Before you know it,
you might want to diverse your portfolio and buy yourself an actual commercial building that you guys can break down for each other. It doesn't stop
but
there.
it's not going to happen if we don't support and help each other. It's not going to happen. You can't do it by ourselves.
At all.
Can't. So, shout out to Javante Davis and Mike Epps for that. That's really, really big. And we salute you guys for that. And gave us something to aspire to, because
that's a fact.
I want to do that. I want to do that one day, But we're going to wrap this up, man.
We'd like to give you guys and wish you guys a happy 2024.
Yes.
We wish you much blessings, prosperity,
health, finance, blessings, and this is from the heart. Going into this new year, let's go in with a new mind frame, and let's get into some motion, and let's work. Let's work
together.
Let's work. Okay. And we'll see y'all next week, man. We love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Please download the app, Moby Market app, right? Download the app, and we'll see y'all next week, and we're here, man. Happy New Year to everybody, and blessings. 2 Kings, 1 Crown.